Sage is not a big place, and every year we have more than 300 students coming through.
So our message is, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
This year, Amanda and Dean Gar has agreed to help us help the kids.
So what we've done is set up a few secret cameras inside Amanda's office, where she and Dean Gar are going to have a check-in with a few of our classmates.
Let's take a look.
Hey Patrick.
How are you?
Good.
Well, thanks for coming in. So,
Sure.
and you had said you'd bring the video, but we've already seen it.
Okay.
I think we got it from Dean Dutta and his assistant Sarah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think Follies is a great tradition. I think you probably know I was one of the producers when I was a student.
Yeah.
But we do have to be mindful of when things might be over the line. So,
Sure.
we are having some thoughts about not airing the video
Okay.
at Follies. Some things we could think about is reshooting it with students. I'm sure there's some bankers who could play Drew Pasquarelli. We're sensitive to junior faculty.
And I was very mindful of that this is a current tension. It's obviously a sensitive issue for a lot of people, so I didn't want to do anything that would step over the line, and I tried to do that in the video.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if the overall notion of having faculty discussing something that is in the works is inherently over the line, so be it. Something we can.
Well, I don't know that it's inherently over the line, but
Okay.
And you can always re-record with students and posing as faculty. And
Yeah.
No.
I mean, not to make you guys feel bad, but I already spent 40 hours on it. I'm probably done. I shouldn't be diverting any more time away from my studies, but I mean that's fine. Life goes on. I've had more discussions.
so we'll inform Dean Dutta that
Okay.
that we want that this is a decision and that you are agreeable with the decision.
Yeah, definitely. Hello.
What framework did you think you were using for that video?
Next up, Jamie Park.
So I'm sitting in the atrium the other day, and Jamie walks in, and she was freaking out because she got an email from Amanda and a calendar invitation. There was something going on with Beer Olympics.
Let's take a look.
you can just grab a seat.
Can I help you?
Hey Jamie.
Oh, it's okay. Grab a seat. So I think we just wanted to talk about Beer Olympics and its future. I think we know people want to blow off steam and have a good time, but obviously, as a school, in terms of binge drinking, drinking to excess, and also that being in a public place, definitely raised some concerns. And so, but they're graduating, and as the person who might carry it forward, I just wanted to talk about it. It's not something we're super comfortable with, so
Right.
yeah.
I definitely wouldn't be the person carrying it forward. Joey, he was stressed out basically the whole time because everything was basically under his name. And this was a huge undertaking by the second years. With that being said, there's a lot of work that went into it, especially coordinating the buses, getting the food, getting the beer itself.
Yeah. Do you think it was good judgment to promote it all and
So for some of the events, I didn't really have full knowledge of what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
But for example, Flip Cup or the beer mile, you don't drink that much, and it's more of these technical activities.
technical drinking?
Technical drinking,
Uh-huh.
right? That is featured with other skill sets.
Skill sets.
Other skill sets.
So I think it looks like we may have to bring Dean Dutta into this conversation to talk about it.
Yeah, no, I don't know what other follow-up there might be, but
We say it's an inaugural or
You think you can just, redeem yourself with these thank you notes to Tony and Joey, but you got punked!
You guys are so cool.
Technical drinking. I wonder if CMC will sponsor Beer Olympics next year.
So finally, we have a second year, and one of my dear friends, Anton. So let's take a look.
Yeah, no, so in the context of kind of increasing interest in trips and treks, I guess we want to talk a little bit about, your role with Israel and, I think best practices around people having a good time, but then still being an academic endeavor. So, you know, I've somewhat described to Dean Gar what I sensed. Give your perspective on it and kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think Ori made it very clear that this is an academic trip first, and the touristy part is second. So the drinking part happened only at night, and that was optional, only options. And I think last year was too much for my taste. So this year we were trying to make it low key, I guess.
Were you drinking, or how much were you drinking, or?
I wasn't drinking much.
Uh-huh.
I was trying not to drink too much, at least.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, you know, when I couple that with what I gather is a well-utilized locker bar, I guess I'm just trying to like kind of think about judgment around being a TA and being responsible for folks.
I'm sorry, locker bar?
We can move on. I mean, I don't know if you have other questions about.
Students drinking a lot, and then that sometimes leads to violations, and and especially as TA, you have important responsibilities here. And then we have to report to the university what's happening inside Johnson School. So here with the Israel trip, what's happening is that we are probably having to report to the Office of International Students about what happened. And
What happened? What are we talking about? Is there a specific problem?
I hear you've got a drinking problem. Say hello.
I was looking for that there.